Moving on from Unlicensed, you've also been in the new Scare Tactics. That seems like such a fun job. Were you familiar with the original incarnation?
Of course I grew up watching that. Like me and like my friends were part of that, early YouTube. So going on there and looking at Rat Monster and memeing that, are you scared? You should be. You're on Scare Tactics. And that was like a huge part of like my growing up. So when the opportunity came to be a performer on the show, especially at a time when like it was really hard with like writer strike and everything going on, it was really challenging. And so when the opportunity came my way, it was a breath of fresh air to not only get to perform again, but to do something so different and so outside of my comfort zone that I couldn't think of how I had acted before. You know what I mean? It wasn't like doing a narrative series. It was a completely different thing. It's performance art in a lot of ways. My heart rate, like I'm surprised I'm able to like sit here. The levels of anxiety and like excitement that I was feeling, just waiting there for for people to come up, and then thinking, how long can I keep them here? How much story can we create before the final scare? How long can we pull this out? I'm sure I'm gonna go, prematurely white.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you become neighbors, you become friends. That's gonna show on screen.
Right, yeah.
Well, I mean, you've been doing this for a while. What do you look for? I mean, this has obviously become a big hit for you, and you're having fun with this amazing guy. What about you?
Yeah, when I did my first film, Straight Outta Compton,
That's why I talked to you first.
Yeah. When I did my first film, I got a lot of course he can play his dad. So like that bothered me because I was like, I went to film school, dude. Like I was at USC. Like, hold on, bro. And then so after that, I kind of had to sit my team down and was like, listen, anything that we do, the next thing has to be night and day. Yeah. It has to be polar opposite because I want to show versatility out the game. So, we had the Universal Studios film, and then we went the indie route. After that, we went action with Den of Thieves. After Den of Thieves, we went sci-fi with Godzilla. And so, like, I've always tried to, like, show that versatility, but now I have a constant, and that's Den of Thieves. I don't care what I'm doing. I don't care what I did last. If Den of Thieves calls, we're stopping everything, bro. It's time to go. It's time to get back to work. It's time to get back to Donnie. So like this is the only thing that'll break my pattern that I've been doing when I choose scripts. Because if I do an action film and Den comes a knocking, I gotta go do Den.
And now going forward, I completely understand that I need to be unusual. I need to be eccentric. I need to take big swings. And there is nothing more a bigger swing than you can take by being a CGI monkey in your biopic.
Well, I mean, I was writing in my review, I think the craziest thing about it isn't that it's a CGI monkey. It's the fact that it works so well, though. That's the thing. Like, it really got me after like 2 minutes. I was into it, How you mentioned that you'd seen it a few times already. What was it like seeing your life kind of depicted on this massive canvas and and like an epic scope too?
A relief.
Yeah.
Because you were saying how's it going to work, and then it just does. I always thought it just would. Mm-hmm. And then before I sat down to watch it for the first time, I was like, oh my God, what if it doesn't? And then it did. So what it's like is so many things wrapped up into one. There is cynical capitalist me that's thrilled that there's this opportunity to, have the wind behind myself for the third act of my career. And then there's altruistic, compassionate, kind me that goes, hey, this might make people, they might recognize themselves in this, and it might do something healing to them.
Freezing at times, and those 20-minute showers were incredible. It was the experience of a lifetime.
It's like every day there's a fear to overcome.
Mm-hmm.
It could be as simple as like, fuck, I gotta ride these horses uphill in the snow, and today my horse doesn't want to do it. You know, he just wants to go to lunch.
Right.
So it could be that, or it could be, you know, you've got this crazy, intense stunt scene, and then going into a beautiful dramatic scene. But that was, I think, what we kind of gravitate towards, the challenge of meeting that challenge.
It would have been so much worse also if Taylor and I didn't like working together. You know, the joy I would have been.
Oh my God.
I mean, I love working with Taylor as an actor. Those scenes were, you know, some of my favorites of my career. And also, you know, just personally, like busting each other's balls between takes and, you know, teasing each other and calling each other wimps and throwing objects at each other really helped the days.
Thank you so much for talking with me today. This has been an awesome conversation.
You're so welcome. And also, I'm a massive fan of yours, so I actually watch your things on YouTube all the time. So yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. That's wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much. You have a
You're
great
so
rest of
welcome.
your day.
Let me just tell you something. Ben is obsessed with hair. He loves hair. From the very start, before I even arrived in New York, he was talking to me on the phone about my hair. He's just like, you gotta grow it. Just grow it out.
All right. First of all, Adam has some of the best hair in show business, if not the best hair.
Your hair is
My
great.
hair is fine, is serviceable
Oh my God.
after, you know, thanks to help.
Serviceable.
But Adam is amazing, and the beard. Yes, I remember Walter Mitty. There wasn't there like something you were doing right before, and so we were like trying to time out you growing out the beard.
I didn't have time to grow a beard.
Yeah, and I just feel like the hair that Adam has in the show was important to me because his hair is so identifiable that when we started Severance, that we wanted him to have a look that was, you know, he has the ability to not have to wear a wig and to like do things with his real hair, which is as someone who's worn wigs in movies my whole life in different weird characters. I feel like it's something I have hair envy with Adam. Let's just
Wearing a wig is terrible, right? It's a drag, or it's fun.
That's a.
Oh no, I'm giving him ideas now.
I don't wear a wig in life. But
No, I mean like in a movie.
This is
if you
real.
Put it on every. I'm wearing one right now. There's a chin strap under here.
I'm Doug Jones, and I love JoBlo.
There was such a great reaction from fans. How do you feel about how people reacted to the first season and now what you expect for season 2?
It's awesome, man. You know, in this sort of age of quick fix, move on, you know, binge something, move on after 2 years, the fact that there's still some level of anticipation for the show is awesome. And the responsibility to make it good is not lost on me. You know, the amount of people that want to spend their time watching this show, that's not something I take lightly. You know, I know in some interviews I seem pretty cavalier about acting as a as a job, which I won't ever go back on. It is sort of a not important societally job. But I think that when you do have that responsibility and people are watching your show, it's you should do your best to make it the best thing possible. So I think that season 2 is definitely a step up from season 1. I think that everybody involved in season 2 put everything they had into it, from the crew up to the EPs and the showrunner. And I'm proud of the show, man. So I think season 2 will be good.
People are going to love it. It's fantastic. I really loved it. Great job in juror number 2 as well. And thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you, sir.
Now, who's that?
Oh, it works. So this is our little mascot. That's JoBlo.
Oh, that's JoBlo.
That's him. So
What's the history of JoBlo? Wasn't he JoBlo was like in the 50s, some kind of... I remember JoBlo.
Yeah, it was actually started, the guy that started it in his mom's basement in Quebec, started the site. And it's been going for 17 years now.
Just 17. So I'm misremembering when I remember as a child, in the 50s or something, or 60s. Hey, Joe Blow. Somebody used to say Joe Blow. Well, what's the expression Joe Blow? Hey, he's not just some Joe Blow.
Right, exactly.
You know,
because this is Joe Blow.
and then so from that expression, this guy must have made.
Evolved and-
And what is what
So-
is the current Joe Blow?
The context of JoBlo is that it's a movie site for like your everyday fans, like the JoBlo, not like kind of the
Oh,
stuffy,
so-
uppity kind of guy.
For
We're
any
just Joe,
Joe
a blue
Blow.
collar, guy. Hey, we just like to go to the movies, and
Yeah, and,
we're just Joe Blow.
Don't get me into these foreign movies with subtitles. and-
Right, or
all of that.
esoterica. Or, we don't go to
These guys
college.
watch Independence Day.
Yeah.
We didn't take a college course on movies. We're
We
just
want
Joe
to be
Blow.
entertained.
Just show us some. Okay. Well, I think we're in the right. I think
Kind of, we're right in the over.
in your sweet spot.
Yeah, exactly.
In the Joe Blow sweet spot.
Yeah.
I think Joe Blow. We have a lot of Joe Blows who like our movie a lot.
Yeah, and you know, in many ways, we are Joe Blows. Aren't we all Joe Blows, really?
Thank you for clicking on our video, everybody. If you like what you saw here, please make sure you like the video and subscribe and share with your friends who like this sort of content. JoBlo remains an independent company, and we appreciate all of your support.